What's up, y'all? It's me, Tasha C. And in this particular video, y'all, I will be reviewing Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, Season 3, Episode 2. Yeah, shout out to my YouTube fam. And sorry, y'all, I didn't come and do no videos last week, y'all. I slipped up a little bit, but I'm back. But let's get into this, y'all. As we see this season and this franchise, you know, we predicted a little bit, seems to be a little bit better. But let's get into it, y'all. Soulja Boy did make an appearance. We're going to get it out of the way. It was towards the end. I don't know if these are hover around bikes. But Ray J wants to make an investment because you know he's going to be married to his Princess Love very soon. And they going to have some babies. And he said music is not going to last forever. And I was kind of like, well, yeah. But maybe he meant in soul writing, maybe the royalties for songs, you know, that were popular. And he still gets, and, you know, he produces. Because the last time I checked, when he was supposed to be coming out with anything, we had seen something with Lil Wayne, and it was Brown Sugar, Chocolate City or something, Next Quick Chocolate or something, and then it didn't happen. So, okay. But, here, we're going to go into something else. So, we're just going to go over. So, it's this investment that Soulja Boy's thinking about doing with him. And, you know, these hover bikes, and they show a little preview of it. So, yeah. Get, you know, like I said, get as much coverage as you can. You know, get the plug out. You know, get some publicity for your investments, okay? You know, but it looked like something personally to me. I'm like, it might actually take off. You know, but yeah. So we got a couple things. Do we want to talk about Big Dick Willie and his issues first, and Kyesha and stuff continue back again? Let's get them out the way. Now, we're still back where Shauna's talking to Willie, forgive me, because they are married, and that's disrespectful. Okay. And they're up there talking whatever, and she's asking about the Kyesha. She brought a binder and, you know, a Lisa Frank folder and shit to say about these texts and everything that they've been talking. You know how she's been saying she's been with him on and off, and he says he loves me, blah, blah, blah. So she tried to get from Willie, but Willie first kind of make it seem like he don't know what she's talking about and blah, blah, blah to a certain point at first. Okay. And then, you know, kind of like he know, but he don't know her. And it's just like almost making it seem like it's like some fan or something, you know, and his, you know, one of those, you know, numbers you call $1.99, and you can talk and hear pre-recorded from your favorite artist shit. That's what the hell you're trying to come up with. So they go in the parking lot, right? And here's Kyesha, because, you know, Shauna got on stand her whole by. And to see what the hell she's going to say. Here Kyesha's like, you've been saying you've been loving me ever since blah, 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 this and that. And I've been with you 10 years, blah, 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 blah. And Kyesha, she even got her own confessional. She like this, like, oh, you know, he's been saying he loved me, blah, and I came in here to put the truth out, blah, blah, blah. And here go Willie like, you lying, you know, y'all know what you're talking about type of thing, right? And then she's saying up talking about some baby. And, you know, Shauna like, what the hell's going blah, blah, blah. So she kind of walked away. Kyesha, they put her in the car or something like that. Willie like, you know what we're talking about. But later on, fast forward, Willie and Shauna are in the bedroom, okay? And he kind of found, no, before they went out there, let me do the one. Before he met Kyesha in the parking lot, the first thing he said was, I just want to apologize in advance. So now all of a sudden, he's starting to feel guilty. And by the time they got to the bedroom, and you know, they could have been ready for pillow talk or whatever, here's what Mr. Chocolate City 2 had to say. And he was saying all of a sudden when she brought up the text message, Shonda brought up the text message and the situation up again. He like this. Well, you know, I haven't been around her since '04, and I was there for her. You know, yeah, it's me, the text message and stuff. I was there for her. But because her mother passed, you know, I feel sorry. It was her mother, grandmother, somebody close to her passed. I think it was her mother. So his way of mourning and being there for somebody, which first of all, that could have been something he could have easily just told his wife in the first place. And then second of all, or his girl, even if they weren't married. Now, and second of all, when he got the hat and doing all these poses and looked like he got, you know, a nice eggplant print, at least based on what I've seen from the distance, how does that help her cope with the loss of a loved one? Now, unless you got some sick-ass fetish or some shit, you know, I forgot what that's called when they have a fetish for dead people and there's some other shit going on. I just don't think that was no way to cope with the loss of a loved one and sending these certain things, or here's my number, blah, blah, and, you know, flirting and all this other stuff. Sex, texting, okay? It goes down DM bullshit, that, hell no, okay? And she's basically like, they end up where they're going to meet up with her one more time to try to get it straightened out. But I could have sworn it was in the parking lot. I'm going to bring it up again. That she said something that she's bragging about to act like it's something to brag about in, okay? Now, when they have this meeting towards the end of this actual show. But at the same time, did Willie meet up with anybody else? I'm probably going to skip that because I don't think he met up with anybody for Vice Citizen. Max B and Brandy were Little B, also known as, were also brought up in this show. And so was the prenup. But anyways, so we have where Willie, Kyesha, trying to meet up at a restaurant because she's like, she want to get answers. She's out for there where she's going to take it on for a marriage. Because, you know, Willie's still saying he wants the truth. Yeah, he had, you know, it's been a minute. He has been involved with this chick before or whatever. It's been so long ago. But like I said, his answer kind of had changed it. But like I said, for him to think like, coming up like, oh, I was coping, you know, happy helping him more with lots of whatever, and you sending, like I said, the stuff that he was sending was questionable, okay? Now, she sat there, and she wanted to know more about it. Again, she's up here claiming, you know, like, he's been in love with me. One time, I was at the Red Roof Inn. She even said embassy. He said Red Roof Inn. Not to say that's not nice, you know, hotel, motel, whatever, but I'm just saying is, and she know where she was at, and then Shonda even asked her, like, well, what's this baby? Then she claimed, well, I lost the baby because she was stressed out from the same time Shonda was pregnant. And, you know, and Will says he never supposedly knew about this baby before they met up with her and around this time. So she's claiming like love. And then, you know, when she said, well, I still love you with somebody, Shonda launches. Now, I was, even though it's no fight, I was a little happy that no drinks were wasted in this episode, okay? Because we started seeing in the other franchise a little too much of wasted drinks just everywhere. Y'all try to lounge, but, you know, then they try to lounge again. And then I was confused about, again, you see this woman who is bragging about, and that's what I'm saying, I could have sworn she said in the parking lot, but they bleeped out some half of what she was saying, just like Shonda was saying. Well, I'll make him come in 3 seconds and blah, blah, blah. And all sorts. Don't make me come. I always make it fun. Okay. That guess is a plus bonus that you have good pussy, good head, whatever. Okay, right. But that's the bonus. But if that's all, he's obviously keep going back and forth if this is true. Because, like I said, it ended up, you know, making him leave out the restaurant. And, you know, Shonda's like, I find both of you lying. So she kind of walked away because they had the girl, I guess, go out, back exit, the emergency exit and shit. And so, but like I said, she's act like something to brag about. So it might be nice that you can probably suck him to say the ABC backwards in 5 languages. Okay, that's great. You may be able to ride him at least make a bus 3 or 4 times. You may have he might have interest to 2 or all 3 and above all holes. That's great and fine. But it's like, okay, but and you keep saying that he says he loves him, blah blah blah. But in the end, you're only taking the position of thought. Okay, and it might be, well, didn't she say in the first episode, there's carousels? He got carousels thought. He just riding thoroughbred after thoroughbred. Sometimes he sit down on a seat with the mirror attached to him, the carousel. He really got his own carousel thoughts, because he working with that, okay? So we just deal with that. But what she's bragging about is thinking because the person keep coming back for more because they like you sexual-wise or pocketbook or you have a good time, you know, we got other stuff going on, you know what I mean? Sniff, sniff, snort, pop, okay? Or smoke. But what I'm saying is that she's bragging about is if maybe, you know, maybe she did get emotionally attached, but what she keeps bragging about is I made him bust and whatever. It's like, girl, it's like, you know, you making it seem like he, you know, when he took you to end, you know, you charged by the hour. You may not be planning on saying that, but it was like, you know, $15.99 plus, you know, buffet at dinner and stuff in the morning next day. I'm just saying is that that's how, if anything, if he claims. Because I know he was claiming like, well, I already told what, you know, I want to be my wife, whatever. I don't want to be with you and blah, blah, blah. And you know that, whatever. But I'm just saying that she at least said it 2 or 3 times. And I could be over counting, whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. But I could have sworn that she was saying this shit. I'm kind of like, whatever. But that's going to be an interesting storyline. But she's like, she basing confessionals like, she's here to tell the truth and all this stuff. And, you know, like, okay. Whatever. But interesting storyline. Now, Masika's came back and she explains the situation about her Febby Wap. She had a #1 great hit single. But anyways, like I said, she was she's pregnant now. Her and Wap, they were cool until she found out she was pregnant. She's going to meet up with some lawyers. And she's thinking, I guess, doing the child support thing, they got to return test what you want to do. Because she's basically like this. Now, Freddie Wap is already saying if she had the kid, and they were really going back and forth, and I think they've been back and forth again a little bit recently. If she wants to bring this child in the world, he doesn't want to have anything to do with her, blah blah blah. So she's considering what she's doing. She's paying for everything, even down to the Pampers, and she's going to keep her baby. And she's just dealing with, it's like here she's having problems co-parent with somebody who don't want to take care of the child, but you sure gonna hear him on the record talking, yeah baby, and just keep going and shit. Okay, so she's having those type of problems. She's having pre-baby daddy issues before the baby even gets here. Okay, so she has, later on the scene, we got what is it? Moniece and Naya are the ones who ends up actually visiting her. And she ends up telling the same situation about the Freddie Wap that she met with Dolores, blah, blah, blah. She don't know what to do, but she's just taking it one day at a time. But then we have Moniece and her, and Naya was, like, I noticed, when Masika took a little stab at Naya because she was like this, are you allergic to dogs? And there's, nose, little allergies must have been sniffle, but it could have been all that blonde showing of hair that was going on. I don't know. Okay. But, she sits there, it lets her know, like, well, you should be used to dogs and you should be around them and stuff like that, Hint, hint, sort of. Okay. So, then they talked about Moniece. Now, all of a sudden, it's been twisted. Remember, Moniece originally had some problem with a princess she did. She had a problem with Tara Reid because, not with Tara Reid, but Tara Reid, they had a problem with Princess. Now her problem is stemming with Princess. Never, it was Nikki. And now it's like I said, it's just stemming from one thing to another. Like, really now her focus is really on Princess. And also besides Little B. Okay. And Max. So, I meant to say Max, but I keep calling him Max B. I could just call him when they couple just merge again and call him Max B. Okay. Not the Wave. I'm not Mr. Wavy. Okay. So, she brings up about all of a sudden, I guess, like now she has a problem with Princess and said about some interview or something that she slept with Ray J and he hit it, hashtag hit it first or something on Instagram. And she had a problem with Princess, not before this incident when it was like, last season when her and Tara and me were against Princess and all this other stuff, that issue there. It turns out that she knew Ray J since she was 16, whatever, right? Or a long time. And then I think when they were at Yandy Medice's wedding, she called Ray J women like she always does. And the Princess took offense to it. And she felt some type of way. She's like this, like she's mad because I was, basically she's like this. Since the family introduced her to Ray J's dick, and she had to suck and fuck half of the money team or whoever else basically she did. She had to hop, 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 hop on the dick. Hop, 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 hop on the dick. And then she hopped on the right one. And skeet, and then she got Ray J. That's basically what the hell we're getting, okay? And by the way, I know this is random, but in the confessionals, and especially towards the intro now, with Princess Waistlaw, does she kind of look like I was first like, is that April? Did she return? They say Princess? I mean, she kind of looks like April to me a little bit. Maybe it's just me, but Princess look like a little April now, okay? So, we got that going on. So now they got beef, okay? And, Moniece is just basically like, he hit it first. Okay. So everybody wants a gold medal and a cookie and maybe a condom and maybe some lube or whatever for this shit. I don't know. So, we have another scene where, like I said, we're going to go later on. Because now it's going to intertwine, like I said, the Moniece thing has a problem. And later on, Tierra goes to see Moniece. Because now, Princess Love has something to say about her. Now, interesting enough, we see earlier in the episode that Princess Love and Ray J's at the engagement party. Also, Brandy, who originally kind of thought was kind of iffy about Ray J, I could have sworn myself, and most of us probably, or some of us, or a few, had probably seen, like, Brandy was kind of concerned about the relationship, or Princess being one for her brother. But now, since she always looked at Princess now as a sister and loves her, Princess wants to make her and made it out of her. They bring up talking about the prenup. Sonya tries to pull Ray J aside about the prenup thing. Ray J feels some type of way, even though, let his mama know. Princess feels some type of way. And, but he talked also to Max B and Little B about their marriage. But he talked to Max B a little bit. And basically, I think Max B said they elope and everything. And he's basically like, you give a prenup, that's basically like a trust issue. And, you know, like, that's like saying there's no trust or whatever. And I think Lil B was claiming that she was actually, like, helping Princess out with, you know, some wedding stuff or whatever. And Max thought she was. And then Max had asked Randy the question. And he was like, well, I wish I could tell you that. Something like that. It was slipped up. This is going to go into the preview next week. And so they had it where basically Sonya did to the side and everything else, and then you need to about the cheers. You got the couple, and then like I said, Brandy was happy though, and she, you know, Princess got no other, you know, siblings, but she was just happy. Like Brandy's supposed to be made out. Ray J made Mouse is like love is love, and some Max B saying about it starts off a relationship with love, it's like marriage or something. Starts off as a queen and a king, and then you want to go to Ace of Spades or some shit. But Ray J's like this, and coincidence on cue. If he didn't plan on giving Princess Love the darn prenup, why did he conveniently have in hand to basically rip it up and shit? No prenup. No prenup. And here's Sonya. I guarantee you, I'm going to finish her. I'm going to talk to her because they're going to have a big talk at the big table, okay, about this stuff, okay? So she's not letting down the fight, but almost is kind of scared because Ray J seemed like he's one of those people, either has to be someone almost an arranged marriage the way it's coming off of, because she's like, it's not going to be let down. It's special circumstances if she, you know, like, but we all know they recently did get married in real life. So congrats to them. But it's just like the way Sonya, she's not playing that shit at all. Okay. So, you know, question mark, like I said, I just talked about the little motorcycle thing, ooh, whatever, right? So, now, this darn Princess Love part. Now, she goes and she is, you know, going to meet up with, you know, Jason Flea's ass. I know Hazel E apologized, you know, accept this apology, but I still thought that was kind of fucked up about what he did. And then he was able to come back on this fucking show. But Princess Love decides to do an interview since she's doing all this media on her, you know, upcoming marriage to Ray J. She decides to go on his, you know, show, whatever, right? Or one of the shows. So I think he got a radio podcast or something too. She decides, you know, thinking they're going to talk about the wedding. And Jason already is letting us know in the confessionals that he plans on being messy, as usual. And he plans on letting her know, you know, letting her ask her about the whole Monique situation, what she recently said. And it's interesting, just to say this real quick, that he actually has so much a problem about bringing up, spilling up the messiness. But when he claims his reason for why he's spilled all burning alcohol, whatever, you know, alcohol in Hazel E's face last season was justifiable because she outed him and he didn't want to be outed or some shit like that. And it's like, yeah, that's true too. I'm just saying, it's like you don't want your personal business to be said. But yeah, go figure. But anyways, so but he brought it, and you know, Princess still stood there, so it's like, hey, can you get mad? And so you already knew this dude was messy as hell. He's known for that. So the first thing he bring up, he's about this Monique situation. And, you know, what Monique was saying about, like, Princess basically is a thought, a whole blah, blah, blah. And Princess basically said, you know, she better be ready, and she don't feel sorry for her, fuck her, basically, whatever. When she catch her, she gonna catch her. So, one of those type of things. When Princess said she was already there, reminds to get this out there. She was like, she was really nothing serious. Ray J, he only fucked her once, whatever. You know, basically like he only fucked her when she was 19 years old. It's not like it's a big deal. That's in his past. Okay, whatever. Like, whoop de fuck you do. She fucked Ray J. Okay, all right. So, you know, we all, like I said, Ray J damn near has fucked every female that is non-related to him damn near on this show. And yeah, okay. So damn. So we have another scene where, like I said, Princess was talking to Ray J a little bit about like the circumstance. No. That's the next episode about this whole bullshit. But like I said, Monique sees it because she said she's going to actually kick Monique in her bags and everything. We've seen a lot of the shit in the confessionals. So we got that problem going in. And that's what Tierra shows Monique. And Monique is just like, you know, almost not blinking. Because Tierra is like, Monique is just crazy. One minute she's after this person. She wants a jar full of little fizz. And all this other stuff. Now she has all this beef with Princess. And now, you know, like I said, that's going on. And by the way, I forgot to mention, Little B and Nikki and Shauna meet up again. I think it's before the last scene. And they basically talking, and she just like talking about this crazy girl, whatever. And it's just like, and you know how, here go Little B in confessionals. What? I thought they had the perfect marriage. And I can't believe this. You know, they just like, oh, if that was Max, he would be in the doghouse. And one of your rings would probably be back in the neighbor's bushes again. Come on, go figure. And what we see next episode, it ain't got nothing to do with cheaping, but she gonna be sitting on top of the car. She gonna do, I'm gonna jump in the car remix, but we're gonna take it up a notch, okay? Next season, if they on next season, she gonna be on top of the damn roof of the vehicle. So there we go. Or she might be like this and just go right flat in front of the darn, you know, car, just like flat on the darn concrete and shit, just be like this. You're not gonna run over me, Max. I'm just saying, she. But anyways, so they meet up and they basically like, girl, I wouldn't do that. Oh, that's some bullshit. You know, that type of talk, you know. Kind of like, you know, an intro of some of the R&B songs back in the day in the 90s. And they used to like start off and they talk about their man relationships and shit. That's kind of like how I felt like that scene was. So next scene. So yeah, so Princess ready to kick ass. Maurice, like I said, was talking to Tiara in the nail spa. She was getting her, you know, manicure. And that's what she's saying. Like, basically, she wants to rip her head off. So both of them want to rip each other's head off. And that'd be pretty interesting if they do end up fighting. Because, like I said, Princess Love has learned from the Money Team Meriwether and learn how to do this. And we all know Moniece is, even though she's small, she know how to, you know. But man, okay, she ain't about a little bit. She actually know how to throw hands. So it'd be interesting if they do allow it. But if they really risk their checks for those episodes or made them out of season, that'll be interesting to see they fight. Okay. But that was wrong. I don't know why. For Princess talking about Monique's bags and stuff. She must have looked at that Good Lotion video and, you know, whatever. She just might have been tired that day. Shit. So, but anyways, like I said, Monisha's just like sick and tired about it. She don't care about Ray J marriage. But she did bring an interesting point. Even though I do wish well for Ray J's marriage, she's like this. Ray J is just faithful at the moment. But as soon as he goes right, pussy is right open, he's just gonna slide right in it. So he's just faithful for me. Congrats, she don't care about their marriage, blah blah blah. She ain't been married. So you know, they basically like this. We all know how Moniece is. Moniece, why did I say Malik? Just changing the woman's name, and just going from there. And the last little part is real quick. Little B and Max coming home with a duffel bag full of money. But I find it interesting because, you know, she wants him to start saving. So he going to put the saving. He got these savings of $27,000. He made this, he produced this LP. So he had $27,000. And y'all, it wasn't like just finding Where's Waldo. It was like, where are the hundreds or at least the 20s and the 10s? I nothing wrong with fives, but I kind of was like estimating like, I at least see about $300 on the ground, on the floor with the baby, just because the baby went right in the bag and started taking money. And in real life, rich or not rich, like, what the hell? Because babies may be thinking like this, unless they know like the value of money. At least no, most of them is probably like this. I'm just saying, I'm just gonna be like, wee, okay, but take it to their playpen, okay. But I seen a bunch of fives, and unless somebody was going to the laundromat, somebody was trying to get a bunch of Nick bags and make some change because they want to buy a bunch of Nicks and start selling on the block and shit, or like I said, go to an arcade. I seen a lot of fives. That's all I'm saying, a bunch of fives. I seen 100. I even paused it. I tried to find, wasn't anymore. But Lil B is so happy. Oh my gosh, this is for the baby. Woo, 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 woo. And she's happy. But like I said, we just gonna get off that scene because I pretty much have went through everything. But we all know supposedly that she is going to be sneaking and using this money instead of supposed to be used for his son. As opposed to, because she, like I said, she is so happy, amazed by her husband is finally saving money and blah, blah, blah. And now he's going to use this money towards his savings towards his son. And she's trying to up here do a hidden fashion line and shit. So that's their storyline. She's going to take all the baby's money and stuff like that, all his fives. Even though maybe they didn't show all the money because maybe they just took a couple racks out and shit like that. But it was just like, I don't know why I thought like it was just a bunch of weed money or somebody was going to go, you know, clean the money, some laundromats or some shit. You know, but I'm just saying, it's more than one right moment. But you know what I'm saying. But I'm just saying, I just seen a bunch of fives. So, Nick bags, anybody? But anyway, that's all I got. And we go from there. And hugs and loves anybody. And I'll see y'all next episode. I put some put some weekend. If you like to see, go subscribe. Let's look at the nice little enjoyment episodes. And I'll see y'all next one. I'm about to take my ass to bed.